For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights have been the guardians of peace and justice in the Republic. The role of a Jedi is to protect the galaxy and ensure that the will of the Force is carried out. While the goals of the Jedi are the same across the Order, not all Jedi are in the same position and have the same job. The branches of the Jedi Knights and Masters can be broken down into 3 categories: Jedi Guardians, Jedi Consulars, and Jedi Sentinels. Each group differs greatly in their approach to carrying out missions, but all are guided by the Force. Today, I'm going to be explaining all 3 Jedi branches. Now, within each branch, there are subsections and various groups that fit in the branches, but I'll be diving into the separate parts of the branches in a separate video. Now then, let's get into the 3 branches of the Jedi Order. The first group is the Jedi Guardians. The Jedi Guardians tended to be the first line of defense against the Republic's enemies. They essentially became the Republic's army. The Guardians are the heirs of the first Jedi Knights. When the first Jedi Knights left Tython, they did this with the purpose of making the galaxy a safer place. And that's the same principle that is held in the modern days of the Republic. The lightsaber is the symbol of that commitment. Some thought of themselves as the Republic's police force. They were responsible for keeping peace and detaining lawbreakers and criminals. Most of the time, the Guardians carried a blue lightsaber. However, they were free to choose whichever color they were comfortable with. So like I said earlier, there are several paths that you could choose when you became a Guardian. There were Jedi Peacekeepers, Temple Security, Jedi Gatekeepers, Jedi Starfighters, Jedi Lightsaber Instructors, and Exotic Weapons Specialists. Examples of Jedi Guardians in the movies are Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, and even Ahsoka Tano, who said that after the war she wanted to pursue a career as a Jedi Starfighter. Now Yoda makes it very clear that the Guardians are not warriors, although some outside the Order and inside the Order may disagree. The next group is the Jedi Consular. Jedi try not to start wars and violence. They want to have peace and would rather not kill. In the words of the Jedi Consular, Sabla Mandebu, the path of the Jedi is one of harmony, one that avoids violence and seeks to unite living beings through peace of the Force. Jedi Guardians are needed to prevent the spread of evil, but it is the Jedi Consulars who hold the central precepts of the Jedi Code. The job of a Jedi Consular is to negotiate with political fractions in and out of the Republic's territories. Most are on what's called the Reconciliation Council. While the High Council reports directly to the Supreme Chancellor, the Reconciliation Council tends to work alongside diplomatic corps. Many times they are called to help negotiate with outside alien groups, due to their reputation and how close Jedi are with the Republic. While the Jedi Guardians serve by protecting with their lightsabers, the Consulars tend to negotiate for peace instead. They are also tasked with researching and teaching. Most of the time, Consulars tend to be incredibly strong with the Force and have a wide variety of Force skills in their arsenal. Their lightsabers are typically green, however they tend to not use them as much, choosing instead to rely on the Force. However, as we've seen with Consulars like Master Yoda, that doesn't mean they aren't skilled with them. The various types of Jedi Consulars were Jedi Seers, Jedi Healers, Jedi Researchers, Jedi Ambassadors, Jedi Diplomats, and Lore Keepers. Jedi Consulars are interesting. They seem to represent what all Jedi should be, and what they probably were in times of peace. Peaceful monks who trained in the ways of the Force and who help solve problems peacefully. The last type of Jedi we'll be talking about is the Jedi Sentinel. The Jedi Sentinel is the balance between the Guardian and Consular. They tend to not use a lightsaber as much and don't meditate as often as Consulars do. Their lightsabers are generally yellow and rarely saw action. They have a whole host of skills to help them accomplish things that Guardians and Consulars can't do on their own. Jedi Sentinels normally remained in one spot and did not travel around like the others. In older eras, Jedi Sentinels were the watchmen of certain regions of space. Sentinels were often investigators, tech support, spies, and sometimes saboteurs. Not your typical Jedi tasks. They also use these particular set of skills to identify and enroll Force-sensitive children from across the galaxy. Some of the parts of this branch were slicers, tech experts, security experts, and Jedi shadows. So those are the 3 types of Jedi. The Jedi Guardians, the protectors who tended to fight and protect, the Jedi Consulars who fought less and tried to resolve situations using diplomacy, and Jedi Sentinels who were skilled outside of using the Force and a lightsaber. Also, if you want to explore the Jedi more, I recommend the Star Wars guide Jedi Path, which is where I got most of the information in this video from. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.